What is up there, SEO pros? Welcome back to the National SEO Series Part 4. We left off last time being stuck with the theme that I hated, and now we're actually in the process of migrating it over. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do in the meantime, and that's pretty much it. So this series is gonna be more about, or this video is gonna be more about what to do while the migration's happening. We might even check on a few clients, that kind of thing. But first of all, as usual, let's just head into our Google Drive and switch accounts to the Google Drive account. What's up, Luke? What's up, Nayan? All right, so we'll go to current clients, and these are our current clients. So actually, you know what? I do have a few people I need to contact too. It'd be cool to contact them live. I might just call them while you guys are listening, and I'm not going to be able to have their audio going, but I'll just call them with just my audio. So let's see, I think I had a list of people who outreached. What's up, Skeleton? Let me change my layout really quick so I can see the Facebook comments too. What's up, Cedric? What's the status, my bro? That over. Wait, not over there. Good. All right, so let's go back into our email. I'm going to try to find the outreach. What's going on? Or sorry, the people who we contacted. Okay, here we go. Nope, that's not the one. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna ask Oscar if he can just resend the for each people. Sounds reasonable to me. Okay. Sorry, that was just a client email. So hold on, let me go find Oscar and ask him if he can resend these potential client outreaches. Working on it while listening to you. Oh, sweet. So Cedric's actually the one who's helping us with the migration. He volunteered to help. Oscar, can you send the what's it called? Can you send the outreach and also change password to video blocks? Outreach. Whoops, not the outreach email, the client acquisition email. Okay. Hey Chase, Doc here. What's up, Site Doctor? I'm just trying to figure out what kind of site I want to build and what niche so I can try to rank it with SEO. Nice. You should build it with in a niche you know about. Alright, so while we do that, we'll go into Chase Runner, see what we can do right now. So we'll go into roadmap here. And let's go into keyword map, or sorry, keyword map to pages. So, let's check out analytics for a second. I want to see what the conversion rates and whatnot look like. And Search Console. Boom, boom. Go into here. Okay, still looking good. So look at the pages. SEO checklist, check that one out. So you might want to do some content relaunches today, and then also figure out which content we want to. Why is SEO checklist redirected? Oh, I must have gotten rid of it. Wonder why we did that. Try this one. See, look at this block, dude. Look at this. How does this even happen, dude? Okay, so I guess for today we're gonna we're gonna skip this site until it gets transferred over, because there's really no point in working on it at this moment. And I guess we'll just look at client sites. Okay, so let me go into some of our main client sites first. So we'll go back into here and we'll look at our sleep guide. We'll go to roadmaps here. Menage is bored. Why are you here then? If you're bored, go somewhere else. All right. So keyword map. Trying to find, I guess they didn't, is this the one? Yeah, so I basically asked the people who are working for me to sort of do what we did with the Chase Runner site, to kind of create a similar outline of like what we want to rank. Let's actually look at these different URLs and see how they look. So contact, internal link, best Memorial Day mattress sales. I'm just gonna go through Search Console because this is kind of confusing going through the URLs that I'm not aware of the analytics on yet. So what is the best way to find clients? I mean through SEO, right? No. I mean there's a few ways, man. Like I do it through YouTube mainly, but you know, you could rank locally. There's a, you know, you could rank for web design. That's another way. A bunch of stuff you can do. I actually have a course that goes over like the top ways that I get clients. Holy cow, look at the date comparison there. Wait, hold on, let's make sure that's correct. So compare date ranges 28 days. That's looking really good. So puffy mattress reviews, let's see what the comparisons are. I want to look at what that big change came from. 384,000. Let's look at the biggest differences. There should be a click difference, right? Oh, is it not showing? That's kind of lame. Pages. The 3,600 versus 3,300. This one got a bunch of clicks, or a bunch of yeah, clicks in comparison. So I mean, I guess they're doing really well. I don't really need to spend too much time on this then. So let's start mapping out what we want to do for our own content next. So we have a few options here. What I did before is I was actually going in and transcribing the top content on my channel and then bringing it into the site and then getting it to rank, which is maybe what I want to do. So I guess we'll just figure out what the content looks like before the migration, and then when the migration happens, we'll just put it on. So go to Drive, go back in here. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place, guys. I'm just trying to, this is kind of how I figure this stuff out. So clients, because all these other people are doing fine. Thanks for the best SEO type. Welcome. Craigslist is good also. Yeah, that's where I used to get my first clients, Craigslist. I want to rank as a web developer in my state. Do you think it's possible no backlinks? Well, yeah, but I wouldn't go for your state. Yeah, LeanClick says not networking at conferences. Also meetup groups. I used to do meetup groups and I'd get clients, like a good amount of clients out of that. Okay, so let's find, we want to find the national SEO keywords that we want to go for, which is more like question based. And Ryan actually sent me a spreadsheet of this, I think. Or is it? There it is. Okay, here we go. So YouTube SEO, keyword competition, SEO techniques, how to improve SEO. So the thing is with these type of articles, I don't know if it would work better to do them more like stand up, like here's the top, you know, 5 ways to rank this, and then put that into an article, or if it would just be good to like take a guide that I've made on something and then put that into an article. So like for instance, if we wanted to rank for rank and rent, there would be like, you know, multiple steps and then sort of that put into a post. I kind of like that idea. What would you guys be interested in learning the most about? Like rank and rent, how to get clients, how to get clients would be a good series. How to get SEO clients. Let's see what the competition is on that. KW Finder. Do how to get SEO clients. Can I please get in here? Oh, they're on. So 134. So decent search, and then I think that would be a good one. So I guess we'll start with that. Let's start out with what the outline would look like. Maybe you guys can help me create the outline for that. So how to get SEO clients by Chase Reiner. So I guess we'll start with Craigslist. Why not? And I'll just kind of go over the ways to do that. And I'll give you guys homework for each of these. So this kind of can go into the SEO Academy at the end, I guess, because I've been wanting to do that. So I guess first would be Craigslist. After that would be probably like meetup groups, whatever. So let's start with Craigslist, and I'll just start the series now. Might sound ridiculous, but I'm going to start it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the record button, and then I'm going to publish the video after this. But this will be part of the live national series where I'm just kind of building the brand. Let me go into OBS and start recording now. What's up there, SEO pros? Wait, actually, sorry, hold on. Let me record it with the other screen. I recorded it with the wrong OBS. I want to do it with this. What is up there, SEO pros? Welcome to the How to Get SEO Client series. If you're live with me now, make sure you leave a little comment and let everybody know later who's going to be watching the recording of this that you're here and you're ready to see how to get clients like a boss. First thing we're going to start with today is how to get clients on Craigslist. And I'm going to show you how I've been able to do this in the past, how to do it yourself, and I'll give you a little bit of homework as well so you can go over this and do this yourself. If you guys are ready, make sure you let me know in the chat right now down below. We'll look at it, see if anybody's here. Got a few peeps saying let's do it. Hello everyone. Hello Chase. I'm here. Mr. Maverish is here. Nice. So maybe we'll do a little well, I was gonna notify the Facebook group, but we're already live in the Facebook group. Why would I do that? Alright, so step number 1. I'm going to just start writing this stuff down, and this is going to be your homework. So homework for today, and that will be in the notes. Hold on. Craigslist client generation for, wait, SEO clients. Craigslist SEO client generation homework for today. So step 1, create Craigslist account. Cool. So you guys know how to do basic account creation, I'm assuming, if you're on YouTube and you're commenting. So I'm just going to create a new account. I'll just create a new Gmail. Who cares? So we'll do it Gmail. And we'll add an account. Use another account. And let's do a create. Yes, Captain, I'm here. Chase. Lead Craigslist. And we'll call it Chase Reiner SEO at gmail.com. See if that works. I don't know if it will, but if it does, we're good to go. Oh, already taken. I must already have that. All right, Chase Reiner SEO Craigslist. 805 453 3586. And let me enter a little verification number. Boom. G537940. Okay. August 19th, 1993. Gender fluid. All right. Cool. So we're in. It is a long email, but it works nevertheless. So I'll just put that in there. All right. Now I'm gonna have to go into the Gmail login here. What's up, Lean Click? Welcome to the party. All right. So boom. Yes. Set a new password. Good. All right. We're good. So one of the things you probably want to have for Craigslist is HMA, which is basically a proxy that lets you hide your IP if you're going to be posting too much, but it's not absolutely necessary. One of the things you are going to want to do, I made a post about this a long time ago. I don't think I have it anymore. I might have it on the Wayback Machine, but I had a post where it had all the different zip codes in my cities or surrounding cities because you have to use different zip codes. So first of all, let's start with Santa Barbara, which is where I'm at. We'll press go. Now there's a couple ways to do this. I used to post in every single one of these sections. I figured out how to do it, but you can get a lot of them removed and you end up wasting a lot of time. You can also get people to post for you on Craigslist, and you can get like an automated poster, but it's not really worth it. Let's just check out what's on Craigslist right now. So we'll just type in Craigslist. And let me put a little light on. It's a little dark in here. So now we're gonna go to search Craigslist, and we're gonna just type in SEO. Online home bit. So I want to just make a series where we're just like reading other people's SEO ads because I think they're so funny. Web design, portfolio, Ink Web Studio portfolio, and you'll see a lot of people will like not just be in Santa Barbara, like they'll be like in other locations. So anyways, we're just gonna go with service offered. You can do computer if you want. I'll probably do maybe skills trade services. Okay, so we'll do SEO Pro. Here, we'll just do search engine. What you want to do is you kind of want to save multiple different types of posting titles. So after you create your Craigslist account, start figuring out what different posting titles you want to use. Note, do not use the same titles over and over. You will get ghosted. So let me explain to you what ghosted is. So if you're going to be on Craigslist posting a bunch, what will end up happening is you'll still be able to post your stuff, but they'll end up just never being seen. So it's called ghosted, and they won't tell you whether or not you do get ghosted. So you have to make sure that they look different enough that you're not spamming the same thing over and over. And there's some ways to do this. So either way, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up Google Drive, and I'm going to create a new spreadsheet called Craigslist Posts. We're going to rename it Craigslist Posts. And this is where you're going to put your titles and then your descriptions. You can put your locations too if you want, but you know, it doesn't really matter too much if you're just going to be doing your area. So search engine optimization pro, rank on Google to, or we'll just do over 200 5-star reviews. Okay, search engine optimization pro over 200 5-star reviews, and I'll say local because that's important. So that's the first one we're going to copy in. We'll just go like that, boom. And let's just make that a little bit wider over here. Okay, and specific location, no, we'll just put our zip code and then the posting body. So you want this to be a little bit different each time. Now, one of the easiest ways to do this is just to go to your website and copy the text over. Ryan says you must have dual screens. Yes, I do. Very helpful. All right, so let's just take this text and we'll just maybe go to services or something. So Oh god, this is terrible. This website's just so awful. Okay. So I'll just copy that. And then these are the images I'll probably use. Hi. My name is Chase Reiner, and I specialize in white hat on page SEO, optimizing websites, and I have spent the majority of my time ignoring off-page SEO, building assets, and have achieved massive results for my clients. Check out my 200 plus 5-star reviews here, and then I'll just link my Chase Reiner Google listing. Boom. Like that. Contact me today for any questions about your SEO. I mean, obviously I can make this a lot better, right? But this is like the easiest way to do it. So, license, Craigslist email relay by phone, by text, and 805-453-6 Chase Reiner. And I could put an address if I wanted to. Whether or not actually having a specific location matters, I don't really know, but we'll just put it anyways. And apparently I need to have my license number in there, which I don't have, or at least I don't know it. Press continue. And then the images, I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of these. So we'll grab that. Grab that. Where is it? Where did those pictures just go? Oh, here they are. Boom. I don't know what else. You just grab whatever. I mean, you don't need to have a ton of pictures, but and then you might want to save your pictures in a folder as well, so you know where to go back to, because you're going to want to repost these at some point as well. Which is why I usually have like a Craigslist folder, so I can just put all those in there real quick. So we'll just put those two in there, the reviews and the rankings. That's done. And then we'll press publish. So then it's going to ask to confirm. It does this for a while. I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't, but when you have a new email, I think it does. So we'll go back over to here, and then we'll go to Gmail. Go into there, press the link, and it should post. What the hell is this? So now I guess you have to pay for these. I don't know if it'll work. Maybe I'll just do it real quick. Let me just turn off the screen so I can do this, and I'll tell you guys how it goes. You never had to pay for this before, though. So just give me a second, guys. I'm going to fill this out, and then I'll put the screen back on. Okay. Press purchase, and it said it was charged. It said no refunds. screen back on now. So this is what it says. It says, Mr. Ecstasy says, give us your credit card number. It says, this is a receipt confirming your purchase. This is the posting ID. So I guess with every skilled trade now, you have to spend $5. So I guess, I don't know if Craigslist is going to work as well anymore because I don't know if you can spam it as well. But I mean, obviously we could do this in other locations as well. You know, we could go and put this in another area. So I guess like, you know, Ventura or something, or Los Angeles. Let's see if I can find Los Angeles. So maybe we'll just do one for Los Angeles too. And then, like I said, I'll let you guys know later how it goes. So one of the things you're going to want to do is figure out, so Central LA, you're going to have to type in Central LA and then zip code. Because if you can't figure out the zip code, you can't post there. So we'll click here. No, I don't want area codes. Sorry, I meant to say zip codes. No, I did say zip codes. Why is it giving me all zip codes in Los Angeles? So we want Central. Maybe it's this one. 90037. So we'll try that. I'm just hoping that it's right there. And we'll just do it again. Service offered. And we'll do skilled trade. Put that zip code in. And I forgot to copy the other text over. But I guess you're not going to want to do this spreadsheet then. Because it's not. I mean, you're not going to be spamming Craigslist like I guess you used to be able to. I guess still put it in there. It's not that big of a deal. So let me go back and do that really quick before I forget. Go my account. And we'll go into here. Grab that. Maybe we want to track the post listing too as well. I don't know. URL. So that's all supposed to be on one line. Okay. So next we're gonna do search engine optimization specialist. Chase Reiner. I'm just gonna write this one out. If you need help with ranking your website, whether it be local or national, I'm your guy. I specialize. I hate writing. I'm just gonna copy it. I hate writing. Grab that. You do states all over US or just local? I mean, I'm sure you could do it. All over. That's how I used to do it. But this one I'll just take my about page. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know if this is going to work as well, but I'm going to blank this out because I don't know if it's going to show my credit card again. Hopefully it doesn't. Be sure though. Oops, you don't want to post your address on that one because you don't want to say you're in a completely different location if you're, you know, supposed to be posting in LA or something. And generally you want to add different pictures too if you're gonna be posting a lot, but I guess with this it's not gonna really matter as much because you're not gonna be posting, like, unless you're gonna be wanting to spend a bunch of money on it, I guess. Okay, so it didn't bring up the card again. So now what it did is it just basically asked me, you know, do you want to pay? And I just press yeah. Oh gosh darn it, it's asking me again. Okay. Why? Why doesn't it just let me do it? Sorry, I'm gonna have to blank it again. Uno momento. Okay. Good now. So we just did 2 ads, and we did them pretty fast. And like I said, it's pretty streamlined because I'm just copying them straight off the website, which doesn't take much work. And I mean, for $10, if we get a few leads out of it, I don't know, maybe it's worth it, right? The other thing that we could do is put a call tracking number in here to see if anybody does call off of this, but it's whatever. It would be cool if they had some sort of analytics built into here. So let me just grab the other post, put it in there, and then also grab the title, put it in there, and then we'll just check back in on them maybe a couple days or something and see how they work. I'll let you guys know if I get any calls. So that's first way is Craigslist. Next we're gonna cover I guess maybe local or something. I have to think about it, but that's it for this episode. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. For the live people who are on right now, I'm going to be continuing this series. We're going to do another one after this, but for the people who are watching the recording, hop over to the next video in the description and I'll see you there. All right guys, I'm going to take a small commercial break really quick and then I'll be back, so don't go anywhere. Let me just make sure I can put this commercial on. Uno momento. I don't know if YouTube lets me do it anymore. Chase, why do I never see you on Black Hat versus White Hat? Because I don't get along with somebody in that group. Great, thank you. Most definitely. Alright, so small commercial break and I'll be right back. And I'm back. Alright guys, so now we're gonna go to part 2. And we also just got our intro ready for Chase Reiner YouTube series. I want to ask you guys what you think about it, so let me just download it really quick so you guys can see it. Going to Facebook. Chase, what is the best practice for a music publishing site? Best practice, how? I'm sure there's multiple best practices. So I'll download that video and I'll put it on OBS so you guys can watch it real quick. You guys can tell me what you think. File in media source. Here it is. All right, guys. What do you think? Was that good? think it's not bad. Bloody loud. Oh, sorry. It was probably way too loud. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to blast your ears with that. Did you like it, though, is the question. That is the question. Looks like we got some comments. We have a version of Craigslist here, but it's dodgy as hell. Ooh, that sucks. Mohammed says, hey, what's up? What's up, LOL? Lucia? What the hell was that? What was what? The noise that just happened? Yeah, sorry about that. That sucks. Mohammed says, hey, what's up? What's up, LOL? Okay. Alright, so we'll go to the next one, and the next one will be... Well, let me just change the screen over a little bit. It's weird, like my chat doesn't poll for some reason on Facebook. I don't know why. It's awful. Okay, you guys like it. Cool. What the heck? It's not pulling on YouTube either. Oh, weird. Okay, so we did part 1. I'm just gonna put that in the spreadsheet. Oh, and so the homework was create Craigslist account, start figuring out different posting titles, and then basically post to a few areas after figuring out zips. So that's that. I'll save that and I'll put that into, just create the Craigslist series here. Part 1. Okay. So for part 2, I guess we'll do meetup groups, because meetup groups really do help generate at least clients and people going to your meetups. Actually, I don't want meetup to be the second one. I think videos should really be the second one, because videos really bring in a lot of clients for me, and they're not too hard to do. So we'll make that number 2. Question is, in your opinion, is the ROI on Facebook ads gaining SEO clients, is it worth the investment? I think it is if you're going to be probably doing remarketing or something like that, but for cold leads, I think it's really difficult, and I've tried it before, but it's pretty difficult. Okay, so we're going to do it again, and let's just start it up. What's up, SEO pros? Welcome back to part 2 of the How to Get SEO Clients series, and today we're going to be talking about how to get clients with video. So I'm actually able to get a lot of clients through this YouTube channel, and I'm going to show you how I do it and how you can do it too. It's pretty easy to do, and we're just going to go through it step by step. So I'm going to give you guys an assignment at the end of this so you can pretty much do the same thing. And that's pretty much it. Let's just get into it. So step number 1 is you're going to want to figure out how you're going to stream. Obviously, you can stream like I am right now. I'll let you guys know all the different things I have for this setup. Maybe I'll just show you really quick. Here, let me see if I can grab this camera. So here, let me just change the views really quick. Oh, actually, I can't. So whatever. Just look at the top left. So what you can see here is we have a computer that is custom built. I can tell you guys what I'd recommend if you do get one of these in a second. I also have a Rode mic, which I would recommend either the Rode mic or the Blue Yeti. And I'll write all this stuff out for you. Just a mechanical keyboard, a mouse, and then 2 monitors. The reason why you really want 2 monitors for streaming is because the first monitor is going to be for basically working, and then the second monitor is going to be like for your streaming like setup. And I'll show you guys how to set this up. But basically what you have is, once you open up your software, it's going to be here on the right. I'm going to show you what settings you're going to need to like basically control this, and it gets a little confusing at first, but once you set it up, it's pretty straightforward. So first of all, let's talk about the hardware you're going to want. So I would say the minimum, let me just bring up a new notepad. So how to get SEO clients part 2 video. And I usually recommend streaming. You could do pre-recorded video too. I just think it's so much faster. So we'll just talk about hardware requirements first. Fun. Okay. So hardware. So I would either recommend getting a Blue Yeti microphone, which I think they're about microphone. I think, let me see how much they are. They run about, on eBay, about $32 apparently, but on other websites you can get them for like $89. I'll just link the one on Amazon. So this one's $129. So that's gonna be probably my first choice in terms of affordability. And then if you don't get a Blue Yeti, I'd probably recommend a Rode microphone, USB microphone. And it's a little bit more expensive, but it sounds a little bit better, just a tiny bit. You don't notice too big of a difference. So let me grab that. Oops, that's the wrong one. There it is. So that one's $169. And like I said, the quality is not a huge difference. The one thing about the Blue Yeti that's nice is that there's a little gain volume on it that you don't really get with the Rode, but it's still, you know, the Rode's still good because you just adjust it in the settings. Okay, so those are the two links for the mic. So that's number one. Number two is just get a simple camera. So first of all, we have microphone. Then we have camera. And for the camera, I would recommend, you know, something cheap. You don't really need anything super. I mean, the one I'm using right now is just a HD 1080p Logitech, which was like $60. So pretty cheap, but, you know, if you're going to be recording like me, like with like your face in the top left, then you don't really need a really nice microphone or camera. And I will tell you about the different options if you are going to record with like another camera and like it's going to be more like first person, because some people like that sort of layout. So either way, I'll just find the camera, Logitech 1080p webcam. So C920, I think that's the one it is. You can get that one for $80. Not a bad deal. So those are the two things you definitely want to get no matter what. Next thing is you're going to want like a computer that I would recommend it being hardwired. Computer with Ethernet port at least, because it's better to stream on like Ethernet than it is with Wi-Fi. And in terms of the computer, I would say, you know, it doesn't really matter in terms of like the RAM or any of that stuff. You know, 8 gigabytes of RAM is fine. You have maybe like, you know, the processor doesn't really matter. Let's just say at least i5 processor. You know, whatever else you want to get, like the graphics card doesn't really matter. So all those things don't really matter unless you're going to be doing like streaming for gaming. Then the graphics card would matter and stuff like that. But so computer, basic computer, could be laptop or desktop, doesn't really matter. But the one thing that you do want to make sure is that you have a computer with decent internet connection. And then also I would recommend trying to get like at least 1 to 5 megabytes per second upload speed from your internet provider, because otherwise you're gonna have a really low bit rate and the screen's gonna be kind of hard to see when you're streaming. Okay, so that's what I would recommend for that. Now for the software, I would just recommend OBS. And OBS is an open broadcasting software, which is what I'm using now, and it's free. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna download it to whether you have Windows, Mac, or Linux, which I'm assuming most of you don't have Linux. Maybe some of you do. Okay, and once you do that, you're gonna pretty much just install it and then open it. And once you open it, so actually, sorry, I think that's pretty much everything for the hardware requirements. Of course, you just need like a mouse and a keyboard, or in a screen. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much everything. Oh, sorry, one other thing is for your, what's it called? For your microphone or for your mic, yeah, you're gonna want some sort of stand. If you can see this right here, there's like a stand that I have connected to the desk, like so, and that's really helpful. If it's just standing right here, like down here, it's like really difficult to how is that to like talk to, right? Because I'd have to be like this, like talking to the table. So like having like an adjustable stand like this really makes it a lot more convenient. And this is something I wish I would have gotten a long time ago when I first started streaming. And they're pretty cheap. Let me figure out where those are. Go here. And we'll do microphone mount for Blue Yeti. You can use it, the same one for Yeti or for the Rode. It's like the same thing. And I use this one, I believe. Is this it? No, hold on. There it is. This is one. It's only $12.50, but it works amazing. So this is the best deal in town. Okay. Plus and mic stand. Some other things you can get too is like a stand-up desk if you wanted to get one, or you know. Trying to think if there's anything else I missed. Headphones are also really important, because if you're going to be talking to somebody and you want to be able to have their audio go in, like say for instance you're interviewing somebody or talking with somebody on Skype or whatever, and you want that to be like part of the video, it's really important to have headphones, because otherwise you'll sometimes get like echo going on at the mic. Even if you're just talking to people in general too. So I would recommend some sort of headphones as well. Some sort of headphones as well. Doesn't really matter what you use. I mean, I'm using Dr. Dre Beats, but I got them off Craigslist for like $100, so got a good deal. So I think that's everything that you're gonna need. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, you're also gonna need a YouTube account. So let's talk about software now. So actually, I should put OBS down here. So software, you need OBS, you need YouTube account, and you also need like a Facebook account if you're going to be streaming on both. So I like to stream on both, because that way I can stream into Facebook groups and into YouTube while at the same time, so I can get content on both places. If you guys want to know how to do that, I'll show you maybe in a different series. Just let me know. So hold on. Middleman Digital Marketing said, when just starting out, to boost rank, would you recommend high retention views or other types of inflative engagement? Does unlisted techniques still work for a guy just starting out? I don't know. I don't really do black hat stuff, so I've never really experimented with it. I'm sure it could probably work, but I would rather focus on trying to create stuff that people actually like, instead of just, you know, getting views based on like black hat stuff. Lean Click says, raffle off your custom built desktop. Yeah, right. Dude, this thing was like 3.5K. It was ridiculous. And if you guys want to know how I built the desktop as well, let me know. I think I actually have a video of me like trying to build it. I could upload it from my phone. It was hell when I first did it. Okay, so that's it for the software requirements, I believe. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into OBS. You're gonna open up OBS once you have it installed. You're gonna launch anyways. I'm gonna show you the different settings you're gonna want to put in here. We'll go in here, and what you're gonna see when you first get in here is just a blank screen. It's just going to say scene 1. So the first thing you're going to want to do is I would recommend going to Tools, Auto Configuration Wizard, and then either optimize it for streaming or recording depending on what you're doing. Like I said, it's the reason why I like streaming is because it makes it easy to be able to work on clients and make that into a tutorial at the same time. So like just like the National SEO series that we're doing right now, it's really just giving me an excuse to be able to work on my website while at the same time making it seem more like a tutorial or a series. So if you are going to do streaming and recording as secondary, just click on that and it will give you the different settings. If you want to have 1980 by or so 1080p, then you would click on that. But if you don't have a high enough upload speed, you're only going to be able to do really like 1280 by 720. So that's what I do for streaming. And then I do 30 frames per second. So I'll press next, and then this is where you would set up your API. Your API key is going to be in YouTube. I'll show you where to find it right now. So we'll go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Creator Studio once you're logged in. You're going to go to live streaming. And that's where we're at right now. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to go take this API key, copy that, and then go back to OBS, change it to whatever you're on YouTube, plug it in there, and then for your video bitrate, people recommend that if you have like 5 megabytes per second, to set this to like 4,000. It never works for me. The highest I can usually set it is like 1,500, and I have 5 megabytes per second upload speed. So then you'd press next. It's going to optimize your settings, and then once it does, you'll be pretty much good to go to start recording. So what's going to happen is you're going to want to start recording like your screen now. So what you can do is you have all these different options. You can record. What I normally do is just a display capture. So it would be like this: display capture. Press OK, and then I choose which display I want, either number 1 or number 2. And so this is my other computer screen. So this is why it's so important, right? Because if I'm going to be streaming my other screen on the right with this software right here, well, I'm going to want to be able to see what's going on over here and be able to work over here. So that's why it's really good to have 2 screens. Otherwise, if you only have 1 screen, you're going to have to like press start streaming, minimize it, and then just work, and then constantly check your comments and whatnot. Okay, other than that, what you're going to want to do is figure out your mic volume and your desktop audio. So one of the things I do within my mic is I go to settings and I go to filters and I turn on noise gate. And the way noise gate works is if I have a fan going on in the background, which I do, in order for the fan not to be showing, like watch, if I stop talking, you don't hear the fan. And the reason for that is because I have noise gate on. So basically, if the mic will only pick up noise if I start talking at a certain threshold, and your closed threshold should always be below your open threshold. So the way you set that is you just go in here and change it until you see that this starts working and it's not picking up like a background noise. Maybe turn on a fan in the background to make sure it's not picking that up. I also have noise suppression on here as well, which I think it suppresses the noises in the background as well, and you can experiment with this if you'd like. So those are the 2 settings that I put on under filters for mic. In terms of making sure that you are using the right microphone, if you have multiple, just make sure you go to properties and set, instead of default, set it to whatever you want it to be. So for instance, microphone, Rode mic, that's the mic I was just showing you. And then the desktop audio, if you want to be able to like have music play or something in the background, you would just set this to whatever your headphones are or whatever your speakers are, and then it'll pick up any noises. Now you want to make sure that this doesn't really go above green, and the way you can adjust it is just by dragging this while sounds are happening, and if it just barely hits the yellow, then that's usually where you want to be. So that's pretty much it. If you're on the Blue Yeti, you're going to be adjusting the gain with your microphone. If you're on the Rode, you're going to just go into your sounds over here, or recording devices, and then you're going to right click and go to properties, and then you can change the microphone gain here. Okay, so that's how you do it. Now in terms of the streaming and the recording, so if you want to start streaming, you would press this, and the way this works is you're just going to press start and a little box will show up. Let me show you what this looks like. Let me just cancel out of this one now. So this is the current one I have. A little box is going to show here in the bottom, and it's going to say green. You want to make sure that this is green, because if it's not, it means you're usually dropping frames, and you don't want to drop frames, because if you drop frames, it'll cause lag, and people will, like, sometimes your voice will not be synced to your mouth, and like a bunch of bad stuff can happen. So just make sure you're not dropping frames, and this has to do with the bit rate. So if your bit rate's too high and this turns into red, this will basically not be a good thing. So that's pretty much it. Oh, by the way, this is 60 frames per second because I was streaming gaming the other earlier. So I wouldn't keep it like this if you are going to be, because the more frames per second is usually the higher bit rate you have to set. So hopefully that didn't sound too much like Chinese, but it is kind of something you have to mess around with. Link Click says you have a ring light. Actually, I don't, but I have this up here, which is maybe something you guys want to get. It's just like a thing I got from Home Depot. It's just like a light bar, and then I can just turn it on and off. I just mounted it with some screws. And sometimes it's helpful to get better lighting, but I also custom built this desk right here. Actually, that one, the brighter one's a little bit better lighting, that I'm able to mount stuff to. I actually mounted this screen onto this desk here, but I don't know if I'll be keeping it when I move. I'm going to be moving very soon, and I might be just getting an Evo desk, which is not going to be like this. Okay. So sorry to bore you guys with all the details, but you have to know all this stuff in order to make a good stream. The alternative is, if you don't want to learn all this stuff, just go to Google Hangouts, share your screen on Google Hangouts, and then just walk people through tutorials. Now, once you have your setup up, what you're going to want to do is, let's start with the homework now. So homework for today. Move this now. So the homework for today is to make sure you have all the hardware you need to stream or record. Oh, one other thing, guys. If you are going to be recording, make sure when you do record that you go to File, Settings, Output, and then change the type of recording format from FLV to MP4, because if you record in FLV, you're gonna have to extract it, and it's really annoying. If you record in MP4, you basically just go to the video after you're done recording, and then you can put it into whatever your editing software is, and then edit it there. So I just wanted to make that quick note. Okay, so homework for today: make sure you have all the hardware you need to stream or record. Download software from download OBS for streaming, and set up with the following specs. Streaming, I would recommend 1280 by 1080p with a bit rate that's about half of your megabytes per second upload, unless that works for you. I don't know. For on YouTube, it's different. On Twitch, I can do higher megabytes per second, but times 100, I guess that would be 5 times 100 would be 5,000, I believe, right? No, it would be 500, so times 1,000. And 30 FPS, and then recording would be 10, or sorry, what is it? 1080? No, 1920 by 1080. What is the other one? Hold on, let me check it really quick. The other one would be, what is 1080p? What's the first number? I forgot. Gotta open up OBS really quick. I think it's 1920, right? 1920 by 1080, yeah, okay. Just didn't sound right for a second. 1080 at 60 frames per second if you want. The bitrate doesn't matter for recording. Or option 3, just use Google Hangouts with screen share function. If you want to do that, all you have to do is go into events here on your Creator Studio. You do new event. Once you have the event up, you're going to basically just go into it. It's going to have a little press go live button in there, and then you just do a screen share on the top left with the green button, and you're good to go. You're live. So it's a lot easier than remembering all this stuff. But OBS, in my opinion, is way better. There's a lot of freaking issues with Hangouts, and there's can be lag, and the audio sometimes sounds awful. So I would try to stick to OBS if you can. So you're going to set up all that stuff, and then once you do, come up with a few ideas on what you want your content to look like. So obviously, if you're going to be doing lead generation, you know, it's going to be better to do more like showcasing. A few ideas that I would say are good to start with is to start doing like free site audits. People love these, and I used to do them for free all the time, and then people would end up hitting me up off of YouTube afterwards, after they saw that I did, you know, a site audit for somebody. Now, of course, you're going to want to optimize these based on keywords, so, you know, SEO audit 2018, that whatever it is. But you'd be surprised how many people actually end up contacting you for an audit after you start doing these things. So maybe a free site audit you can use Mastermind template, which I have here, which should really help. You just run through the Mastermind roadmap template, which, like I said, will make your auditing a lot easier, I think. Go in here. And then the next thing would be, let's see, so come up with a few ideas what your content could look like. A few ideas you could start with: free site audits, maybe a series where you're teaching something, maybe local SEO or national SEO, just pretty much anything you know about. Just by teaching these things in a series type of way, people end up really liking them for some reason, and you don't have to worry too much about just trying to rank one video anymore. If you have a series of 10 videos, generally you can rank that series a lot easier, or at least rank one video out of that series versus you know, whatever. So I would just say, for instance, a free site audit series where you're teaching local SEO, national SEO, or anything you know about, or just maybe some quick tips or Q&As. Q&As off of Facebook groups or Quora. So you basically just go on like Quora.com, or you type in site:/Quora.com, and then in quotations SEO, and then filter by tools anytime to past 24 hours. And these are the last questions about SEO in the last 24 hours. Here, let me just type in search engine. Not really sure. Let me just do last week then, because I don't know what's going on here. Let's do past week. SEO. What are types of SEO? What are the types of SEO? So that could be your first question. You could just start putting them in a spreadsheet and then answering them with videos, getting them transcribed, and then put onto a blog post. So maybe we'll do that as our next part of the series, like actually going over doing that. But for the moment, I mean, I think that's pretty good homework, is, you know, come up with a few ideas. Once you have them, start hitting the record button and start publishing a few videos. And, you know, if you want to edit them, you can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So I would say, like I said, you know, after that, maybe make a few videos and let me see what they look like. Send email to im@chaserenner.com with video link. So I'll let you guys know what I think about your videos if you end up doing this assignment. But that's pretty much it for today. Now you guys know how to make some videos, how to, you know, do this stuff. I'm interested to see what your videos look like in the future. You know, this, like I said, is the first part. You're going to want to eventually also, you know, probably post this in Facebook groups and get some eyes to it if you don't have any subscribers or anything, but that's a really good start. So I'll just copy that for part 2. Hopefully you guys liked part 2. Let me know if you didn't and what you want to see next. And for everybody who's watching the live stream right now, I'm just going to end the recording. And for all the people who are watching the recording, thanks for stopping by. Make sure to check out video 3. Until I see you next time, happy SEOing. Alright guys, so that was that. Does OBS do different boxes on content like your site? Oh, I probably should have talked about how to do that. Well, it's too late for that. It's basically just an image that you just pull over, and there's a little option that says insert image, and you just put it in there. And then you just drag the video, you just resize the video inside the box. I have another video that talks about how to set up a layout like mine. Maybe I'll just put that in there. Alright, so I guess we'll go on to part 3 now. Let's scroll down there. Maybe I should just do part 1 like that and then put it across. Like that. Part 2. Really weird, it won't let me. Google Sheets is very odd. Why is it making it so wide? Maybe this will make it better. Ah! I lost it. Why does this have to happen, guys? Why can't... What even happened? Can I Z out of it? There we go. Just gonna put everything back to how it was. Part 2. Part 3. So part 3 is going to be doing the Q&As from the first series and how I go about doing that. So let's just go ahead and start doing that. We'll go back to OBS. My mic off? No, it's not. What's up, SEO pros? Welcome back to part 3 of the How to Get SEO Client series. Now we're going to go into Q&As and how to do them, and I'm basically just going to do a Q&A right in front of you after you set up the recording software so you know how to do this yourself. Now, pretty easy to do. It's pretty self-explanatory, and it's sort of just an excuse for me to answer questions anyways, but now you're going to kind of see how I'm able to do this. By the way, if you guys wanted to see actually how I got this layout, I'll leave a video in the description of this video so that you can see how I was actually able to do that, because I forgot to mention that in part 2 where I show you guys how to set up all this stuff. But anyways, part 3, like I said, we're just going to go into a couple different things, answer questions, and I'm going to show you how to basically just repurpose all these questions into a series where you can hopefully get some authority off of them. So one of the ways to do this also is I'll actually just answer questions off of like Facebook on my actual camera, which is over here. You can see over there, and that makes it look a little bit better if it's just like first person just standing there talking, and that can be edited better, but you can easily just do it this way as well. So what I'm going to do is first, I guess I'll just start with Cora. I don't really want to answer a question that's already been answered 99 times, so let's try maybe this one. Why is SEO good for a website? So you'll find that a lot of these are actually questions that people ask on what is it, on YouTube or on Google as well. So what I'll do is I will start recording. So this is the recording that we're doing right now that you're watching, and then I'm also streaming. I'm gonna have to do the second recording with just a screen record, which is not normally how I would do it, but I don't have 2 cameras to use, so I can't record with the camera that you're seeing me with right now and record a new video. So basically, there's a stream going on, and there's a recording right now that you guys will be watching in the future, and then I'm going to also be doing a recording also right now of the recording that I'm going to be publishing. If that sounds confusing, just watch. I'll show you how that's done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this little recording button on this in a second. On the right screen, I'll start answering this question. So let's just do it. Ready, set, go. So we have a question today for here, let me just redo it really quick. So we have a question today from a user on Quora who said, why is SEO good for a website? So I mean, this is a pretty simple question to answer. Here, I don't want to downplay his question. Let me choose a different question, because why is SEO good for a website? It's too general for me to answer. I'm sorry. Let me just redo it. Let me do a different one. What is the SEO metric? Okay, here we go. This is a good one. So we have a question from somebody on Quora who said, what are the most important SEO metrics in 2018? So I think this has been pretty much a ongoing thing in SEO since the beginning of SEO, which I would say is conversions. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to have conversions unless you have traffic. But if your end goal isn't to have conversions being your main metric, then there's going to be a problem. Now, if he's talking more about what is the most important thing to focus on in terms of SEO in 2018, obviously there's going to be more important things moving forward that Google's paying more attention to lately, like schema markup. Also, we have the artificial intelligence that Google has introduced that heavily focuses on user intent and user experience. So those metrics are going to be a lot more important. So anything really around figuring out what the main intent for a user is around content, and also optimizing that content for that intent with the best experience possible, I really think is going to be the most valuable metrics in terms of what Google looks at. But in terms of what are the most valuable SEO metrics, I would say, conversions, right? So hopefully I answered that question correctly. You can see here this guy down here saying that mobile UX, AMP, stuff like that. I don't think AMP's really going to be a huge ranking factor, as it hasn't really been so far. Of course, mobile first has been something that's been important for like the last 2 years, but moving forward, I'm really a big believer that, again, Google's going to be really good at understanding intent and user experience in the best way possible. So that's it for now. Hopefully that was a good answer, and until I see you next time, happy SEOing. So I just stopped that recording. That's pretty much it. It was a little bit choppy, and obviously, like, you can redo these if you'd like, but now you have a video. All I have to do now, look, is I just go into YouTube, and like, how fast was that, right? And I would recommend having your face in there, because that was just a screen record. But let's just watch the video again really quick, just to make sure it wasn't too bad. So we'll go into videos. We'll go into the one I just took, which was here. So we have a question from somebody on Quora who said, what are the most important SEO metrics in 2018? So I think this has been pretty much a ongoing thing in SEO since the beginning of SEO, which I would say is conversions. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to have conversions unless you have traffic, but if your end goal isn't to have conversions being your main metric, then there's going to be a problem. So I think I answered that correctly. I don't know if he meant SEO metrics by in terms of ranking factors, but I'm okay with that. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rename the file to what I want to name it as, and I'm just going to take the keyword that he said for the question. So what are the most important SEO metrics for 2018? And when I upload that, that'll just automatically pull into, so we have a question from somebody on Quora who said, that'll just pull into this right here. Now, one of the things I wish I would have done, if I wasn't going to be streaming right now on Facebook as well, is actually changing this from 720 to 1080, because it is a little bit blurry. But that's it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and copy that link. Maybe I'll just put in a few texts. Here is my ideas. Here are my ideas on the most important SEO metrics for 2018. Let me know what yours are in the comments. Now you can write more in here and it'll actually probably help you rank better. I don't really care too much about writing all of this out because I'm just trying to get as many videos as possible. Make a playlist, because playlists can sometimes rank. And then for your image, I'll just use like pixels until I get somebody to edit the image for me. Or you can use Canva. That's what I used to use all the time. So I'll just type in metrics. It's a free image site. And I'll just put a picture of a glass, I guess. I don't know, until somebody changes it for me. And then I'll just go ahead and do custom thumbnail. Go into, where is it? Downloads. Pixels. There it is. It's good if you can change the image name of this as well. Maybe change it to metrics for SEO. And then the tag, you know, SEO metrics. Most important SEO metrics. SEO metrics 2018. SEO 2018. I'll just do that. And then I'll do a little social action here, tweet it out, that kind of thing. Type in hashtag SEO. And then we're pretty much good to go. Now I'm going to copy that link. And I'm going to put this under my content marketing playlist, or content marketing list. Content marketing list for transcriptions. And the reason why we want to do this is now we can take all these URLs, submit them to Fiverr. Transcription URL. And start getting these transcribed. Now I'm going to do these in bulk because, you know, this was only a few minutes long. See how long it was? 1 minute and 59 seconds. And people will do like 10 minutes for like 10 minutes of transcriptions for like $10 or something. And I'll do like 4 videos because they're all like 2 minutes each. Then I have all those pages built out. One of the things I could do is I could post the answer here and then also put a video. Or I could post it on my website and try to rank the website, or just put it into the YouTube subscription. It really depends on, you know, whether or not I want to put it on the website, because the thing is that with the web pages, you want to be a little bit careful, because if the content isn't that quality and there's like, you know, not that many words, it's not going to rank, then you're probably going to want to remove it later. So that's sort of up to you, but it might be worth putting on the website. So that's pretty much it. Now what you can do as well is you can, you know, share it out if you want on Facebook, maybe boost it on Facebook. One of the other things I like to do is just put it in a Facebook group. So let me just go into here, go into add photo, photo video, and let me go into videos. What are the most important SEO metrics for 2018? Boom, press post, and now I'm getting more traction on this video, which this works a little bit better as a native video instead of linking it to the YouTube channel. You know, it's going to be easier if you have your own Facebook group, but you'd be surprised that a lot of SEO groups will let you actually put your stuff in their groups. And if you can't find an SEO group, maybe find like an entrepreneur group as well to post in. So now you have your first Q&A video out, hopefully, kind of like how I just did it. Pretty quickly, you're able to create this content, and, you know, something that I think pretty much anybody can do. So I guess in the next series, what we'll be covering is how to, hold on, let me just do Chase Reiner SEO roadmap. Whoops, sorry, content list. For the next one, I guess what we'll do is we'll talk about how to post like a series or something. Wait, where did we leave off on this other one? It was, sorry, this thing's like messing me up right here. I like can't, I see it in here. Maybe how to do a free site audit, or yeah, we'll just talk about the other ones. So for this one though, your homework is going to be step 1, follow tutorial 2 to set up streaming software. Number 2, after this, what you're going to do is find recent questions on Quora or Facebook groups It might even work better if you just answer off Facebook groups, right? Because that way you're going to be able to post directly back to that Facebook group or in the comments if that, you know, post is getting a lot of traction. So find recent questions on Facebook groups and post video response, and then SEO content for video response with a similar title and description, and then transcribe content on Fiverr and place into website or on response website or on Quora Facebook. If you guys don't know how to transcribe on Fiverr, it's really easy. You just type in Fiverr, you go into transcription services, and then you just find somebody who does transcription. You just post your URL in there. Just click on whatever. Whoops. Like that. Continue. That one's a lot more expensive than usual. And then for the I think that was everything, right? So for the responding to people on Quora, one of the things that you are going to want to do is you're going to want to copy, not just post the link. You actually want to see if I can go find that. Did I lose it? There it is. So maybe just take the same description that you would put in here. It'd probably be better if you could write out a longer response, or just wait for the transcription and then put it in with the video. I don't know, it's up to you, but grab that. Comment. And there you go. And I've had some of my videos get a lot of views off of Quora from doing this, from external plays, which also can help the videos rank better too. So this is actually the other profile. This isn't my other profile that I was commenting with. I don't know which one this one is. So that's it for that assignment. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I will leave this in the spreadsheet for the Craigslist series. And that's it for today, guys. Until I see y'all next time, happy SEOing. Okay, so that's 3 videos for the Craigslist series. Hopefully you guys are liking those. What I'm gonna have to do now is just upload all these videos individually. So I'll just go upload. I'm a content machine right now. We have this stream that's going on, which is at, what is it at? 1 hour, 23 minutes. We already have 4 videos done, guys. Thanks, Pro. I've been following you for a long time. Will you submit lessons with YouTube SEO? I don't really do YouTube SEO. It's really, in my opinion, like click-through rate optimization, stuff like that. Related views, or like, I could make one. Okay, so let's go into the series and let's find it. I think this is the series. We'll just do new folder, Craigslist SEO series. Oops, sorry. So client generation series. Grab all 3 of those, plug them in. Oh, I can't bring them over yet, so I'm going here. Videos. See. What's up, SEO pros? Welcome back to part 2 of the How to Get SEO Clients series. And today we're going to be talking about how to get clients with video. So I'm actually able to get how to get SEO clients with video. Craigslist. And then this is part 3. What's up? How to get SEO clients with Q&A. Okay, so we'll upload part 1. And I'm going to save the descriptions, I think. No, I won't save the descriptions. Will I? Probably will. For the moment, I will. Because I'm going to want to take those descriptions and put them into the website. So website descriptions here. So I'll do chasereiner.com because the whole point is that we want to rank organically. So do WP admin. Very informative. Thanks, Lean Click. We'll do pages, add new, because I can't use the freaking blog right now. How to get SEO clients 2018. And part 1 right here. Where did my description go? Where did it go? Did I lose it? Remove that for a second because I need to figure out where. There it is. Okay, so plug that in here. Okay, 1 follows tutorial. 2 set up streaming software. Okay, so we'll grab that like so. And then we'll grab that first video. First video is here. Copy link. Where did my website go? Where did my website go? There it is. Okay, so boom. And let's put text above that. So H2 it and do how part 1 getting clients with Craigslist. Figure that out. We don't want 2018 modifier in there. What happens when it turns 2019? Where do I find the other 3 parts? What other 3 parts? I'm uploading them right now. Okay, boom, that's part, and then part 2 is going to be here. Start uploading that now. Boom. And then we'll put that in the post again here. Part 2. Getting clients with video. Video hardware. And then I'll put the homework assignment here. Like, look how much content we're getting from this. It's insane. I would say it's a pretty efficient way to do SEO if I say so myself. 4 and 5. Okay, next we should probably link these. It'd be better just to link the actual link. The correct anchor text and the external link. Of course, can't forget the external link. All that. I mean, what do you guys think about the efficiency of how I'm creating content right now? Is it pretty good? I think it's pretty good. Okay, part 3. Okay, clients with Q and A's. Boom. And then what website? That's the post. All right, so that's done. Now we gotta upload the other one. That's the last one, part 3. Grab that same post I just made, same description, go back. Upload, no, Creator Studio. Community. Video Manager. Grab that description. Oops. Boom. And then part 3 is the last one, which is here. Whoops. Oh wait, did I lose it? Hold on, can I go back? Wait, I think it's in here. Okay, copy part 2. Why did that not just pull? Oh, wait, that's part 3. Part 2 is... and that would be more videos to come. Don't forget to subscribe. Got a bulletproof coffee, butter, coconut oil, good energy. Nice. Nice. Subscribe button somewhere. I want the embed button, I just want to check. They really should just have a subscribe button. It'd be so much nicer. Like a little link that you can just, they just have built in here. It just says get subscribe button. I think it's this and then subscribe equals 1. No, it's not, whatever. Okay, so we'll link all that up. And here's a step-by-step video series on how to get SEO clients. Oops, that's not the meta. Why is this moving around like this right now? Well, clients in 2018. If you're struggling getting clients, now you don't have to watch this series right now. Okay. That this page will probably look like hell because every page on my website does right now. At least it's there. Just started a new series and watch for free. Alright, so that's probably what I'll do for right now. Okay. So I'm going to take a break now, get some food, and maybe we'll come back and do the rest of the series in a little bit. But we got a lot done in the matter of 1 hour and 39 minutes. I'm pretty happy about that. We already started a good amount of progress with this stuff, and like I said, I'll come back and probably do the rest of this in a little bit. So thank you guys for coming by. If you want to, make sure you leave a like. Let me know that you appreciate this content. And again, till I see y'all next time, happy SEOing.